couple last minutes here, so I'm gonna do this real quick, and I might go into more detail next week to help you guys out once we make it this far on your individual projects. So I'm gonna run through this real fast. One thing I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna go to my Make 2Ds, and I am going to change everything to black, except for the ISO curves I brought in, because I do like the red and the blue and the gray there. But anything else I'm going to change to black for now. One thing I am going to make lighter is I'm actually just going to go ahead and turn off our hidden information. Maybe we don't need it for this diagram at all. For our profile curves, are going to be black. Our lofted surfaces will make black as well. And I feel like I'm missing, okay, up here, wireframe. So the wireframe, I'm actually going to change because there's a lot of lines there. So I'm going to change that to gray, so that way it's a little bit lighter of a line color. And then I'm going to change my lofted surfaces to black. So everything is black. The hidden lines are hidden out of sight. I turned off the light bulb, and so everything should read a little bit more uniform now when you're looking at it. And so I kind of have my board somewhat laid out right here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to print to a PDF. So the way to do that is to go to File, Print, and typically it's probably going to give you the printer here, which I think was this one, and it's going to probably be something like that, right? And so it's on there, but it's not perfect. So what I want to do is I want to change some of these settings here. I want to print as a PDF, so I need to choose PDF as my setting. I want to choose my paper size as 11 by 17 because that's what we drew it at. I'm going to change to landscape because we had it in landscape mode. I want my output to be vectors. Vectors means straight lines. There's not going to be any pixelation or anything. If you output it as a raster, you're probably going to come out pixelated. So like what Photoshop would do. Output, you do have the choice here of making it black and white, and it'll change everything to black and white. Since I had you change your layers here, I'm just going to keep it at print color. And then from there, one last thing we need to do is open up our view and output scale. We're going to choose the top view, but what we're going to change from viewport, we're going to change to extents. So our extents are right there. And so now it's justified our drawing to this size. And then from there, I don't think we need to use anything else. I'm going to go to visibility. Okay, so one thing I'm going to do is close this out. I'm going to lock my border so that way it won't print that. I'm going to go back to print. All my settings stayed the same, thankfully. And what I'm going to do is turn that off so it does not show it. So since the layer is locked, I'm going to deselect that and it will not show that locked layer because it's locked right here. You can see it. And so it hid our border for us. And from there, I think we're good. So I'm going to just hit print, and I'm going to save it because our name is already what I want it to be. I'm just going to hit save, and I'm only replacing it because I did a test version first. And now if we check it out here, I've created a really quick board, not even using Illustrator at all. If there's time on Monday, I will go through doing this in Illustrator instead. But as for right now, doing it in Rhino, it's achievable. You can have it right here. And then if you go ahead and print this, which I'd like to real quick, so that way I can show you all what it looks like. And let me get this printed and then I'll let everybody go. Right after I go grab this print. Give me 1 second.